5, and then we're still on. I told you from now till close down. It's a lovely weekend. Yes, it is. It's a lovely weekend right here. Stray bullet kills Osho graduates after NYSC call-up. NAFDAC destroys 15 billion naira fake expired drugs in Oyo. More of this right now on Conversation with Tola and Bimbo. You're welcome.
Conversation. This is Oluyole 98.5 FM on the stables of the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State. Welcome you to Conversation this Friday morning, the first day in the month of October 2025. Our conversation, in case you are tuning into the program for the very first time, here is where we bring you stories making the major headlines in the dailies. We do our best to give you top-notch analysis. In due course, we get to open the phone lines. We invite you to be a part of the flow of our little talk shop. And as together, we try to analyze, we try to decide, we try to unravel and make sense of those major events unfolding around our country, our nation, and our world as reported by the dailies. That, in a nutshell, is what we do on Conversation, and that's why the program is called Conversation. Our thoughts, views, and opinions is what we will be sharing with you as presenters and analysts, not the corporate views of the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State. And of course, we are networking on OLUYOLEFM 96.3, our sister station in Alaga, in the Oke-Ogere of the state, Agility FM, Gambari, Ogbomoso, on the 92.1 FM dial. And no one beats our reach. All over this great state, we are there. Beyond the state, we are there, and beyond the shores of Nigeria. Just latch on. We are the social media platform, Facebook precisely, and you are on to Conversation. Once again, wherever you are listening across the world, you are welcome. My name is Tola Teriba.
And my name is Bimbo. I can be with Tola Teriba on the program Conversation this morning on OLUYOLEFM 98.5 right here in the city of Ibadan. And this is how we do it every day, every morning on this station, except Sundays. Yes, Conversation is the program. We'll give you analysis of stories making the rounds and views. And yes, we have some newspapers here. We have the Punch, the Tribune, and the Vanguard.
All right, banner headline before me, Nigerian Tribune. There's Nigeria at 65. PDP, Capes Tinubu says president's speech boring, uninspiring, full of lies.
Yeah, what do you expect?
Well, coming from the PDP.
Yes.
Well, their riders, the PDP is also demanding details on subsidy savings and loans. Well, I think that's appropriate. Ibadan Convention certain we are far ahead of distractions, and dismisses Anyawu's actions as inconsequential. Says no going back on Akwa Ibom Cross River decisions. Okay, the People's Democratic Party, PDP, on Thursday criticized President Bola Tinubu's Independence Day speech, saying that a review of the address showed that he had nothing to tell Nigerians. The party claimed that even the president himself did not believe in what he read to Nigerians. The reaction came as the PDP reiterated that its scheduled November 15 Ibadan elective national convention would hold despite alleged attempts by forces, both within and outside the party, to cause distractions for it. National Police Secretary Honorable Debo Oluyole, while giving the PDP's assessment of Tinubu's 65th independence anniversary speech in Abuja, described it as replete with lies, boring, uninspiring, and allegedly did little to impress any Nigerian. Well, they may have been right on all counts, but I don't believe the president was lying to Nigerians. He was being diplomatic.
Yes.
So if you want to work on semantics, you want to draw the line between diplomacy and lying. Or some say diplomacy is about lying and about managing the facts and being economical with the truth.
Yes, managing lies.
Maybe he was being economical with the truth, but it wasn't lying. So, but like I said, semantics, lying and being economical
with the truth,
and being diplomatic. So, like I said, I also said that he was speaking from both sides of the matter. At one point, he said everything was okay. He said the worst is over. He didn't say we are there yet.
Yes.
He said the worst is over.
Yes.
But at some point, he said that education, he said health, he said food on the table, he said all that had improved. And at some point again, he again said that, we have to work on our education, we have to build our schools, and we have to put food on the table. So I wish I had a copy of the speech here with me. I would have pointed out those portions where he said things were okay at one point, and at some other point he said they were not. So the president is wise, Bimbo, and he knows how to, so that we cannot hold him by the wrist and say that you have lied. And by the way, in our culture, in our part of the country, and I think Honorable Oluyole should know that, being an elder himself, we don't say that elders have lied.
Yes.
So, and I think Honorable Oluyole should also have noted that he should have been conscious of that, and he should have been more prudent with his words,
Yes.
instead of saying outrightly that the president lied. He did not lie; he was only diplomatic.
Yes. Now, 2027 elections, the European Union Election Observation Mission, EUEOM, has called for judicial and constitutional reforms in Nigeria ahead of the 2027 general elections. Mr. Barry Andrews, a member of the European Parliament, who also headed the EU mission to the 2023 general elections, led the EUEOM delegation and spoke during a visit to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) headquarters in Abuja yesterday. This came as chairman of INEC, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, also called on the National Assembly to expedite action on review and passage of electoral reforms, warning that the uncertainty over the legal framework could disrupt preparations for the 2027 polls. Yes, I don't really understand the reforms. Which reforms again that this EU mission is seeking?
Well, I think they are just offering us advice. So it's for us to take it or not to take it. Well, nothing bad, Bimbo.
Yes.
They want seemingly, and then we assume that they want good things for us, that they want the best for us. But even if they have other motives beyond what they are saying, like I said, it's up to us. And just like it has always been up to us with the Brenton Wood institutions, when they give us advice, things that we know and we see that are going to kill us, yet we swallow it hook, line, and sinker.
Yes.
We perhaps call it the bitter pill rather than call it poison. We have a commercial break and we'll be back.
Market here. I have your size. Come now.
Hold on. It's not that kind of market. Let's fix that.
Now, that's much better. This is the Nigerian International Trade Fair. We're talking about the best of Nigerian innovation, the power of global commerce, and the future of our economy. For 10 days, the world will trade with Nigeria. Over 100,000 visitors, 2,000 plus SMEs, and exhibitors from 10 plus countries. From green tech to agriculture and finance. Join us at the Nigerian International Trade Fair. To register, exhibit, or volunteer, visit www.nitf.ng or call or WhatsApp on 0815-256-0854. Date 31st of October to 9th November. Location Trade Fair Complex, Lagos, Badagry Expressway. Your journey to the future starts now.
Conversation.
Right, we're back, and the program is still Conversation.
Yes, Tola, before we move on, still talking about the EU mission seeking constitutional and judicial reforms ahead of 2027. Yes, an early passage of law is critical to our planning for the elections. That is according to the chairman of INEC. And uncertainty over the legal framework for the election can unsettle the work of the commission as election draws nearer. And he noted that of the 23 recommendations made by the EU Election Observation Mission in 2023, only 8 directly concerns INEC, with 1 classified as priority. The remaining 15, including 5 priority recommendations, fall under the responsibilities of the executive, legislature, judiciary, political parties, civil society groups, media, and professional bodies. Yes, he has given us a clue of which of the recommendations affects INEC itself.
Well, my submission on this matter still remain the same. For me, there is nothing wrong with our constitution, and there is nothing wrong with our judicial system. It's us. And as long as we do not address those issues that make us think or feel that everything is wrong with the present constitution and the current judicial system, even if we review, even if we amend, even if we come up with a new constitution, the situation will still be the same. We will still have cause to complain and condemn the new constitution, whatever it may contain. If the provisions of the constitution are implemented to the letter appropriately as it should be, and there will be no need for anyone to complain, there will be no need for anyone to seek even restructuring. I believe one Nigeria is possible. That is my belief. But like I said, it's about us.
Yes.
It's us. Nigeria to showcase 105 next-gen innovators in London Grand Finale. Interesting. Nigeria will showcase 105 of its brightest innovators at the grand finale of the Next Gen Innovation Challenge 2025 in London, as the National Board for Technical Incubation, NBTI, described it as the nation's most defining innovation movement of the decade. Director General of NBTI, Dr. Kazim Kolawole-Raji, announced this at a World Press Conference in Abuja on Thursday, calling the initiative a national movement, not just a competition. He said on October 9, in the city of London, 105 of Nigeria's most outstanding innovators, selected from over 3,000 groundbreaking entries, will converge at the Hilton London Paddington to pitch revolutionary solutions against health tech, agri-tech, fintech, clean energy, artificial intelligence, IoT, and more. He added this is not merely a competition, it is a bold, ambitious, and coordinated effort to connect grassroots ingenuity with global capital, to match local innovation with international collaboration, and to catalyze a new generation of entrepreneurial problem solvers powered by vision, excellence, and global ambition. You know why I said interesting when I started reading this piece, but I had read through it before. And then I'm wondering, the Director General of NBTI, Dr. Kazim Kolawole-Raji, is saying that all these people that are going to go for that competition, well, they called it a global, a national movement, not just a competition. Now, they are going to, according to his words, to catalyze a new generation of entrepreneurial problem solvers. And he said a bold, ambitious, and coordinated effort to connect grassroots ingenuity with global capital to match local innovation with international collaboration. So, from what he's saying here, these ones are going international. So, what about back home? What about the problems that need to be solved back home?
That is why vocational and skill acquisition studies are being encouraged back here in Nigeria. Yes.
What I'm saying here, well, 105 next-gen innovators are coming from Nigeria. They are going to the UK to showcase what they have, to show them what they've got. So the question here is that now, are these ones, are they not going to be useful back home? All this pedigree that the DG of MBTI has reeled out, are they not going to be brought back home to put those things to use here
in Nigeria,
for the government of Nigeria to solve our challenges? The DG sounded as if all our problems have been solved and that we are now exporting these ones overseas to go and showcase what they have, to go and see how they can translate the successes back home, to translate it to the international environment. Whereas we all know that very little success has been recorded back home in all those sectors that he mentioned. So my reservation here, fine, they are going for that competition, they are going to do us proud, and I applaud that and I support that fully. But my reservation here is that of course, the people there, the organizers of the competition, the UK authorities, I don't know if it's UK authorities, but whoever they are, that event is holding in the UK. The British government, they are not blind and they are not fools. When they see quality, they know it.
They know it, yes.
So when they see these people, what are we doing to ensure that they are not poached and taken away from us to develop those climbs to what they have? Rather than, because, see, I will read through this again. The DG of MBT, Dr. Kasim Oluyole, his words. He said on October 9 in the city of London, 105 of Nigeria's most outstanding innovators, selected from over 3,000 groundbreaking entries, will converge at the Hilton London Paddington to pitch revolutionary solutions across health tech, agri-tech, fintech, clean energy, artificial intelligence, IoT, and more. And it's sounding as if we have already revolutionized ourselves in all those areas he mentioned, and we are only just going to showcase what we have.
If the showcasing eventually comes up, I believe that the watchers, those who invited them, and the DG of that organization, I'm sure he should just know within himself that, okay, fine, Nigeria is showcasing some of its talents, very good talents.
It's best.
Yes, best talents. They should come back to Nigeria to, do us proud in Nigeria. Not that at the end of the day, they will just, like you said, the British government will not be looking. They will know that, yes, these people are, geniuses, and they will want to, just catch them. So, and
like I said, people, well, I don't know. Why are these people? Why are they not already? We have identified them. They actually exist. They are there. It means we have the best, some of the best of the very best. If we are very confident and we are going for that contest in the UK, it means we have some of the very best brains, and that's actually true. Nigerians, young people in various sectors are performing wonders in overseas countries. So if we still have that much of them back home, you mentioned 3,000 groundbreaking entries. Why are we not applying them to our situation?
Here in Nigeria.
Like I said, the ideal thing would have been to have applied them to our own situation here. Then we would have reached our peak and El Dorado. Then we can go showcase. But like I said, I'm not against what is happening. These people are going to do us proud, definitely. And but my observation is that why are these brains? Why are they not being deployed? And why are they not being encouraged back home?
That is it. And they will not be encouraged. We have seen so many people, so many geniuses. Yes, sometimes on TV, I was watching a guy that manufactured a car, locally manufactured car. Yes, and it was moving on the road. Yes. Why? I am sure it is not that government is not seeing the feat of that the guy, but he is not being encouraged. We have seen some little guys, little kids manufacturing, model aeroplanes, helicopters, but they are not being encouraged. So, okay. Nigerian government will not encourage them.
Okay, look at this now. Some of the things we are going to showcase there, Bimbo. Dr. Raji says the innovations range from a smart wearable bra X for early breast cancer detection to AI-controlled drones for precision farming, ventilators capable of supporting 6 patients simultaneously, affording clean energy systems, and next-generation financial technologies. And they went on to say that these innovations are proof that Nigeria's creativity and problem-solving genius can compete anywhere in the world. Why are these things not being applied to our situation back home? Like I said, it's painful. My heart bleeds as I read this this morning, that all these are here, and yet you do not hear of like I said, this very grand innovations being applied to the area of health, being applied to agriculture, being applied to security, and so you begin to wonder, Bimbo, that okay, so we are going abroad to showcase these things, and eventually
they will snatch them.
And well, he said while explaining the choice of venue, Dr. Raji noted that London was a hub for global capital and innovation. And if we have all this now, it should be the other way around. The idea says that the world should be coming by now. The world should be coming here, and we should be the ones hosting.
Yes,
even this contest. They are talking about this next gen innovators gathering. We should be the ones hosting it. After all, it has happened before. Yes. I remember those days when international students used to come, even to UCH.
Yes.
Very near us here, but then the reverse is the case. We don't know what we are doing. That's my submission this morning.
Yes, let's just leave it at that. My own submission is that the problem of encouraging these innovators here in Nigeria, Nigerian government will not. Our philanthropists will not.
So we have all this, and it has to take an international contest holding in London for Nigerians to know that all these, that we actually have all this, and we actually have all these creative minds in our country.
Yes, so we're talking about security now. Away from that, security, yes, Kwara State especially, and yes, attacks have been on for some time, continuously in Kwara State, killings, maimings, kidnappings, and all those. And now, I think the other southwest states are now beginning to realize that, yes, what is happening in Kwara State and maybe, well, other surrounding states might affect other states in the southwest. And, well, the states now are trying to secure some other states coming from, the other states surrounding, southwest states. You know, Kwara has been on for a long time. The effect of the banditry, the attacks, and all those, and the states in the southwest now, they have heightened security following the surge in attacks on communities and killings by suspected bandits and terrorists in neighboring Kwara State. And security chiefs in Oyo, Osun, Ekiti, and Ondo states confirmed to the Punch that they had activated various containment plans to prevent the infiltration of their states by bandits fleeing ongoing military operations in Kwara. And this came as the federal government uncovered the movement of the bandits heading for the southwest region for Kwara, from Kwara. Well, God help us. We are not sure. Maybe they have already even infiltrated the southwest before now, that they are now doing convening meetings to see how they can, contain the hoodlums and bandits and criminals entering the southwest from neighboring Kwara State?
For me, like I always say, I'm not a security expert, but the little knowledge I have about these things, the security agencies and the governors of the Southwest should not underestimate these people. These are well-organized people,
yes.
Capable of working in cells, what we call cells, pockets of and groups that they send beforehand to infiltrate their targets. You wouldn't know that they're actually terrorists or bandits,
yes.
And they will be there looking very ordinary, like ordinary people, and they have a place where they gather, maybe in groups of not more than 5 or even 10 at a time. So and then you think that they're just ordinary people doing normal business. So aside the governance and the security agencies, it is also up to the different communities, especially the rural communities, to be vigilant. I think it's high time that we send the National Orientation Agency into those communities to enlighten them, and of course other relevant agencies to enlighten the communities and the traditional rulers in those communities. If you see something, say something. If you see strange movements, see strange gatherings, challenge every stranger. Of course, the principle of freedom of movement is very much there, and we are not saying that you should drive away people who want to come and do lawful business amongst you, who want to come and settle lawfully amongst you, but then you must, like I said, challenge every stranger. We must never underestimate these elements. Yes. These are well-organized people. They have sponsors. Yes. And they are well-trained. Yes. They have high-caliber weapons, and they know how to use them.
Yes.
So, and there are people, like I said, there are people that sponsor them. They have their sponsors.
Yes.
So, the security agencies must not just look at them as just ordinary ragtag elements and criminals that just want to steal and just loot and get away. Yes, they are criminals. That is what they are. But then you must understand that these are intelligent people, like I said, well-trained, disciplined killers. So we must not underestimate them.
Yes.
And of course, there was a guest on my live radio program, Searchlight, yesterday afternoon, Elder Johnson Ajilore, and he did confirm what Mr. John said about that community, Oluyole, they call it, in Kwara State. Where he said that that community has been seriously ravaged by these bandits and by these elements. But I guess by now, the security agencies, the army particularly, should be on the ground there to make sure that this does not escalate any further.
Yes.
Like I said, these people must be treated like the enemies of the country that they are. No governor must begin to start thinking about negotiation.
That is it.
Or the dining with a cobra and thinking that you can persuade it not to bite. That's the most foolish thing I think some people, some elements, some governors have done in this country, and it hasn't worked. Even if we want to try it, we can see it's very obvious that it's not working. So why not use the other option?
Yes.
Let's believe we are at war.
Let's use
the enemies
force.
of our country.
Force. And now I know Mr. John will be listening. In the past weeks, Kwara State has experienced a surge in terrorist attacks, particularly on the north-south axis. And on September, let me just go through September 29, 2025. Suspected bandits killed at least 12 members of a local forest guard unit in Oluyole, Ifelodun local government area. The attack resulted in 4 wounded individuals and the death of a traditional chief. 6 days earlier, September 23, suspected terrorists launched a midnight raid on Maganiko Danangi community in Edu local government area, abducting a woman and a teenage girl. This incident heightened tensions in the area, with many residents fleeing their homes. In another attack on Sunday, the terrorists killed 15 vigilantes, a traditional ruler, and other residents, abducting 5 others in the Oluyole community. This plunged the community into grief, with thousands of residents fleeing for fear of renewed attacks. Meanwhile, the Kwara State Governor, Abdulrahman Abdulrazak, condemned the attack and called for increased military presence. They will always be calling for increased military presence, and the military presence we will not see, we will not observe until another attack comes. Look at the Oluyole axis of Kwara State. at least I think 3 attacks, occurred simultaneously. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Let's have another commercial timeout. We'll be back.
Any motor where you dey drive, you need confirm protection, no. For your engine, no. Keke make a mobile, make it mobile, oh. Make it mobile, yeah. Anywhere you dey, your motor deserve to be number 1, yo. Make it mobile, oh. Make it mobile, yeah. You carry the go, make everybody join me, say. Make it mobile,
Make you go with the best.
make it mobile.
Right, we're back, and the program is still Conversation on Oluyole 88.5 FM. Well, before we leave that matter of the security situation in Kwara, now you are talking about the military and their seeming inability to curb these situations. Well, sometimes, Bimbo, I really don't want to blame the military outrightly. I want to blame the politicians that control them. They are the ones that tell them what to do, when to act and when not to act. And unfortunately, we have a system whereby the chief of army staff or the chief of defense staff will tell you that his loyalty is to the commander-in-chief.
Yes.
Not really to Nigeria, but first and foremost to the commander-in-chief, then second to Nigeria. So the commander-in-chief at any point in time will look at the political expediency before acting on any security situation. If acting decisively on any security situation would jeopardize his political interest and the interest of his party, then the word will be that stand down to the soldiers out there on the field in the war against insurgency and banditry and other national security issues. So that is the problem we have. That is the system in our climb, and it's not just with the current administration. That has been the way it has been with successive administrations. And in as much as some people remain untouchable, we will continue to have this problem. The untouchables are in the petroleum sector, they are in the economy, they are in the real sector of the economy, they are in the health sector, they are everywhere. So if we refuse to move against them, our problems will never be solved. If we continue to think that it is the ordinary masses that must continue to pay, for instance, for the economic sins of a few, then we will never get out of the woods. The lights at the end of the tunnel, quoting Mr. John, that light will never materialize. And Mr. John's pessimism might actually be the fact of the matter regarding the lights at the end of the tunnel.
The tunnel which, we don't believe that exists rather. Now, Tola, problem is brewing. Talking about tinted glass cars, vehicles. Yes, I'm seeing this filler as outrage, yes, occurred as police begins enforcement. That is talking about the tinted glass permit.
Well, I think they warned ahead well enough. Even if we want to criticize them this morning, I don't think just such criticism would be fair. Because they had warned repeatedly over and over and over and over again, and they gave everyone a long rope.
Long rope, yes. But what I'm thinking, this issue might be a little bit complicated. Well, let me see. There are some states that have been affected. I think yesterday, outrage yesterday greeted the police commencement of the tinted glass permit enforcement across the country, with the Nigerian Bar Association (NBA) asking the Inspector General of Police (IGP) Kayode Egbetokun to immediately halt the crackdown. The first day of enforcement left sad tales on the lips of many citizens, and the vehicle of a judge was among those impounded yesterday. I see why the NBA is interested.
Yes,
over non-possession of the permit, and over 100 cars were impounded in Cross River State alone as nationwide enforcement of the tinted glass permit took effect. And reacting to the development, the NBA, through the chairman of its Special Public Interest Litigation Committee (NBA) SPIDEL, Mr. Kunle Edun SAN told Vanguard that human rights committees of the 130 branches of the association have been activated to offer free legal services to motorists. In Borno State, Borno State, capital Maiduguri, the state police command under the leadership of Commissioner of Police CP Naziru Abdul Majid commenced full enforcement of tinted glass crackdown in all major routes in the state. Now, people are saying getting permits is difficult. So, what are we saying now? Then the kind of permits, those cars that are imported, coming, already with tinted glasses, they are different from those that, tinted glasses. There are ways that they convert the normal glasses to tinted. I don't know which ones that the police is now, focusing on, and maybe, like this person is saying that these permits are difficult to get. Let the police let the permits be, easily gotten, and let the prices, because I understand that the prices of getting a permit for tinted glass, very huge sum of money, of cash.
Okay, it's a different thing entirely if we say the permits are difficult to obtain. But what is the grouse of the NBA and other critics of the action of the police? Is it that the permits are difficult to obtain, or where is the human rights violation here? Is it that the police asking people to obtain a permit, is that what violates human rights? Because going through that story, the police have not asked anyone not to use tinted glass. What they are saying is you should obtain a permit for it. So what is the NBA fretting about? Is it asking people to obtain a permit for tinted glass? Is that the human rights violation, or is it because a judge was involved? And then, well, as far as I can understand, that judge actually broke the law. If he knows that he's supposed to have a permit for the tinted glass windows of his vehicle, and he did not until it expired. And I'm even happy that the police enforced that law, despite when they got to know that the car belonged them to a judge. And so, like I said, Bimbo, I do not understand what is the grouse of the NBA on this and why they are activating their human rights. I think people, different organizations, especially the organizations that are supposed to uphold the rule of law, should look into the facts and details of a matter before acting. Not just because you don't just act simply because one of your own has been affected by this issue, and then you are saying you're offering free legal services. So what are you going to take before whichever judge? That is what I do not know. But like you said, Bimbo, if it's the matter of difficulty in obtaining the permits, well, that can be sorted out. The police can be approached. They can be talked to. There are channels where you can have complaints where this can be addressed to make it easier for people to obtain these permits. The police, they know why they're asking people to obtain permits. For tinted glass. So I don't, like I said, I don't know if that violates any human rights. If they're asking people not to use tinted glass now, I could say, well, maybe why? If I feel like using a tinted glass on my vehicle, why should that be a problem? But politics now, 2027, I will step down for no one. Article clarifies, says ADC ticket open to all contenders. And then that ticket is the reason many juggernauts went into that party from their original political parties when the Nest was no longer favoring them. So that is the reason why Alhaji Atiku and his cohorts that came to take over the ADC, that's why they are there, not actually because they love Nigerians.
Yes,
my opinion. So now it's starting now. I'll step down for no one. Atiku clarifies, and the Yorubas will say,
but why is he so desperate? Why is Alhaji Atiku Abubakar so desperate?
Nothing wrong with that.
But he's old.
Well, we are using the word desperate. Maybe we should polish it up a bit and say, why is he so determined?
Why
is he so? I don't want to use desperate. It's nothing wrong with that. He wants to lead this country, and he believes he has what it takes, and he believes he can turn this country around. But what I'm talking about is his purpose for going into the ADC, because he wants a platform, a viable platform that would enhance his chances of winning the next elections. But then, unfortunately, there are many contenders that will be slugging it out with him. So I guess the person they all want to unseat will just sit back. And like you said sometimes ago, when everything politically was going in his favor, almost everything politically was going in his favor in this country, he said, Adelafu. Remember that statement that his president embodied on? He said, Adelafu. So probably he's doing the same thing now, busy laughing at them. And like the presidency said that they said they get them 6 months to implode. And it looks as if they are going to prove the presidency right. With all these, again, in my opinion, I don't take them seriously. Former Vice President and People's Democratic Party PDP candidate in the last general election, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, has denied media reports of his intention to step down for a younger aspirant. You said it's Bimbo, you said he's old.
Yes.
The chieftain of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, and one of the aspirants seeking the opposition party's presidential ticket ahead of the 2027 general election, made a clarification in a statement issued to newsmen on Thursday and signed by his media aide, Paul Ibe.
Well,
so he's not stepping down.
He's not stepping down. Well, let's see how it goes. Now, quickly before we start receiving calls, people have been, trying to get at us. The new chairman of the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, Oluyole Ramat, has revealed that schools, hospitals, and low-income Nigerians will benefit from a tariff relief package under the Electricity Act 2023, and this was made known. Yes, he made this known. And saying his determination to implement the Power Consumer Assistance Fund as enshrined in the Electricity Act. And Ramat disclosed this in Kano when he received the Chief Medical Director of the Aminu Kano Teaching Hospital, Professor Abdulrahman Sheshe, and the hospital's management team on a congratulatory visit to his residence. I don't know what kind of tariff relief. Let's hope it works.
And the National Assembly wants banks not to honor unauthorized financial instructions on local government accounts. And Norge leadership denies ordering members to resume work.
And that is talking about Osun State.
And quickly, the Arise TV journalist,
yes,
police said she died after fatal fall.
I don't.
Not hospital negligence.
I don't believe all this. You know, different angles. It was first heard that it was armed robbery attack. Later,
it was an armed robbery attack actually.
Yes. Later, the police said she fell.
She was trying, according to police, she was trying to flee from the robbers. So she jumped from the top post floor where she lived. It was, I think, an apartment of 18 flats. A block of 18 flats. So she jumped from one of the top floors where she lived, and she fell. Of course, the fall was fatal. She was found unconscious, rushed to the hospital. They tried to revive her, but sadly, she didn't make it. Well, that's the account of the police.
So it was under that she was found dead inside her own apartment.
No, like it was outside. The robbers invaded unique apartments, a 3-story twin building with 18 flats located around Gishri Ags of Katampwe, under the Mabushi divisional area. And well, in the panic that followed, Somi, that's her pet name,
yes,
who lived on the top post floor of the building, jumped down from the 3rd story. She jumped from the 3rd story. Well, sad. All right, do we have a commercial break? When we're back, we'll open the phone lines.
Conversation.
Èyíkéyìí ọkọ̀ tó bá ń wà. Ó nílò ààbò tó péye. Máa dágunlá jẹ́ kó jẹ́ mú bí o. Níbikíbi tó bá wà ló mú ojú lọ́wọ́. Ó yá sọ pé. Jẹ́ kó jẹ́ mú bí o. Lóbi ní ṣúlẹ̀ ọjọ́. Jẹ́ kó jẹ́ mú bí o. Lọ pẹ̀lú ojúlówó. Jẹ́ kó jẹ́ mobile.
Conversation.
All right, you're back, and it's your turn. Time to open the phone lines. Okay, we have our first caller here.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Tola, Mr. Bimbo.
Good morning, Mr. John.
John calling from Ilorin.
Good to have you, sir.
Still on other issue. Like Mr. Bimbo rightly said, the attack was not just carried out once. The security apparatus was on ground. What the security agents say is that they have no order to fight. I'm not saying what I don't know. They said they were not giving order. So if you were not giving order, why were you there? That is the first question. Why were you there? And the second excuse was that, okay, they've not gone far, follow them. Those guys, those who perpetrated this evil, lived there in Oluyole, inside the bush. What the excuse they also gave was they have a superior firepower. Then, what is going on? I raised this alarm long time ago, I think around 5 or 6 years ago in Ilorin, that what is an aircraft doing in Oluyole going and coming? They said they are miners.
Oh.
They are quite right. There is an expensive stone, very expensive, one of the most expensive mineral resources. The one exporting after in Oluyole. So they now they are perpetrating this evil under the guise of religion and being a miner. So the Southwest governor, the Oba, my advice is this: please don't rely on commissioner of police, because they will tell you that they were not you can't control them. You can't control the GOC. Find a way to equip your own local security. And for some time now, Mr. Tola, you remember I've been raising an alarm in that oasis that there are trucks loading some youth, and they always disappear into the thin air inside the bush. I have a farm there. I have so many things that I cannot say on air. They describe as miners, but if you went to those places, search everywhere, you will see cartel of arms. I pray they don't launch this attack where governor will call a commissioner of police, he will now tell you story. Like the others to stop fighting each other, they should rally around themselves now before it is too late. Before it is too late. Before it is too late. Good morning. Enjoy your day, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. John. Well, the same commissioner of police, the same GOC that said they have no order to fight. When the people of those communities try to take their destiny in their hands, when they try to protect themselves, then they will be activated by the same forces that told them not to fight, to make sure that those people don't defend themselves. They'll tell them that they should not take the law into their hands. We have seen it happen in Benue, we have seen it happen in Plateau.
Yes.
So.
Well, 0055009850 or 07055551985. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Oluyole.
Good to have you, sir.
You can share what my message just said. The message they don't give order. Let me kill the people. You can see it myself, eh? And let me not just. That is what the matter. Now
now, Dr. He said PDP to them a big lie. He said that doesn't lie. So if you say I maintain it as it is every time I come to DP, I'll come believe you. Because the letter. A lie is a lie. What is the letter? What is more? A lie is a lie. If I say two words, it's empty promise. Because election is coming. We'll tell you what we like once a year to believe him. But in next years, as I'm concerned. Thank you much.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well, Mr. Nwelem, you don't expect a president who is seeking re-election to score himself low. That would be political suicide on his part.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning. We are with you.
Yes, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm from Aguare. I think the local government of Oyo State, sir.
Good to have you, sir.
You see, I want to talk about the insecurity.
Okay.
When either the elected president or governor, your first promise is that they will protect life and property. And in Nigeria here, our life is not protected. Our property is not protected. What is the aim of them being in office to not protect life? And then they are thinking about the 2027 election. When people are dying like a fowl, what is their work? Economic is not good. Insecurity is on every day. So, what is the aim that we are talking about 2027? People who cannot protect life, people who are dying anyhow. It's quite unfortunate. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Loyalty to the seeds rather than loyalty to Nigeria.
Nigeria, yes. 0055009850. Hello, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
God will bless you. Mr. Limba, Mr. Teriba.
Amen.
This is Akabi Adebayo from you.
Good to have you, sir.
When all these things are going to come to a head, the policemen are saying that they are not given order to fight. Some people no go shoot unless you tell them to shoot. My God. What's their function? What's their work? You see people being killed as security agents, and you said we are not always going to give them the order to fight. We are full of excuses in this country, and our dear president went on here on Monday, on the day of independence, saying this, giving himself 100%, scoring his own exam and marking his own script. People are dying on daily basis. Things are not easy here and there, and yet we are deceiving ourselves. Is it until the people take laws into their own hands that these people will know that they should take action? People are dying for Christ's sake. Where all these things are going to end? God bless you, my brothers. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Questions, and questions,
yes.
no answers.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Alaji.
This is Alaji Ayulabugu.
Good to have you, sir.
The other day, our king, the minister, is requesting, appealing to the president that they should give us Ibadan state. In fact, I say more than 10 amen. I even recite some injunction from the Quran to that it. May God just grant us Ibadan state. But what gives me concern is that what it will be the fate of Ibarapa people. Is it not going to be winner take all? Because I gather that Ibadan City and Ibadan State will comprise of Ibarapa. We in Ibarapa, we so love Ibadan, but what will be our own token or will be our own contribution? What do I mean? Now, if you look at Ibadan, Ibadan is a bigger city, and to attach Ibarapa to it, you see that we are just a few compared to them. But now, notwithstanding, we need to have our own shares in the incoming state.
And as we have rapid development in Ibadan, it should come to Ibarapa. Now, look at our road now. The road is not motorable now. You spend about 3 hours before you go down to Ibadan from Lanla to Irua. So I want His Excellency to take an appropriate step on that. To develop Ibarapa, we need rapid development in Ibarapa. Thank you. Alaji Ayinabogo from Lanla.
Thank you, Alaji. Now, okay, you mentioned the love that the Ibarapa people have for the Ibadans. I think that love is reciprocal. The Ibadans also love you. So don't worry, Alaji. It's not going to be a Russia-Ukraine relationship. It's going to be the perfect relationship. And then when you get to that bridge, we'll definitely cross it. As for the road you mentioned, I believe that will be fixed before the expiration of the tenure of the Sheikh Makinde administration. That assurance has been given. So Ibadan Ibarapa, the love is reciprocal.
Yes, and it has always been.
Like I said, it's not going to be Russia-Ukraine relationship. All right, check the time is 7:30 and we have to go. We'll be back same time tomorrow morning, God willing, on Conversation. My name is Tola Teriba.
And my name is Bimbo Akombi. Thank you very much for listening. Enjoy your day.